Today, I'm pumped to dive into capitalist exploits, a service that's shaking things up with a bold, unfiltered approach to investing. If you've ever wondered what it's like to trade with the mindset of hedge fund managers, stick around because this capitalist exploits review has a lot to unpack. I'll give you my take on why this service feels like a breath of fresh air and whether it's really worth your time and money. So here's the thing. Capitalist Exploits isn't just another cookie-cutter stock newsletter. They've got Chris McIntosh at the helm, a guy with serious experience managing high-net-worth portfolios. What sets them apart, in my opinion, is how they hunt for asymmetric investment opportunities. Those plays where the upside potential far outweighs the downside. That's the kind of risk-reward ratio every investor dreams of, right? And the best part is that this service gives everyday people access to those strategies, usually reserved for Wall Street elites. What I really appreciate is that Capitalist Exploits delivers Insider Weekly, a killer newsletter packed with market insights and fresh stock ideas, without any fluff. Capitalist Exploits manages a $300 million fund and gives subscribers inside access to their fund management business. Unlike many other stock recommendation services that focus on the shiny new stock that is going to make you rich, Capitalist Exploits focuses on long-term investments, which, in my experience, seem to be a better strategy. All right, let's dive into what people are saying about Capitalist Exploits. With a 4.8 out of 5-star rating on Trustpilot, it's pretty clear that this service is delivering value to investors. Honestly, seeing those kinds of ratings always catches my attention. It's not easy to maintain such a solid reputation in the world of financial advice. From what I've noticed across dozens of reviews, a lot of folks love how straightforward the service is. They talk about the no-hype communication, the actionable investment strategies, and the value-packed newsletter that feels worth every dollar. The investor forum also gets a lot of love, with users calling it a goldmine for sharing insights and debating strategies. And let me tell you, in a market full of noise, that kind of community can make all the difference. This is one review that really stood out to me. It is from a fairly new subscriber. He mentioned that the service provides a clear rationale behind their picks, helping him make better informed decisions. I think that's huge. Knowing why a stock is being recommended gives you confidence to act. And he pointed out something else I really like: no annoying upselling. Whenever he gets an email, he knows it's about business, not some sneaky sales pitch. That's rare and refreshing. Then there's Keith, who's been managing his own money for over 35 years. Now, here's a guy who's seen it all, right? Keith says this is the best investment newsletter he's ever used, which is high praise considering his experience. What I found really interesting is that the team behind Capitalist Exploits, Chris, Brad, and Lucas, personally invest in the same stocks they recommend. Keith loves that kind of alignment, and honestly, I think it makes the service feel more trustworthy. It's not just talk, they have skin in the game, which is exactly what I want to see from any stock-picking service. What really sticks with me from these reviews is how people appreciate the mix of depth and simplicity. You get detailed market insights without needing to babysit your portfolio every hour. Keith mentions that this service aligns with his preference for medium to long-term investing, which I totally get. Who wants to be glued to the screen all day? For people who want to stay engaged without being overwhelmed, Capitalist Exploits seems to hit the sweet spot. Okay, next, I want to talk about some of the specific offerings. I think it's a good place to start with their free offering, a newsletter called Our World Today. If you're not ready to jump into their paid subscription just yet, no worries. Capitalist Exploits offers a free newsletter called Our World This Week. It delivers one email per week with global macro analysis and unique investment ideas, minus the fluff. They promise no spam or endless marketing, just straightforward insights on the most important trends shaping the market. I think this is a great way to get a feel for their style before committing to the paid service. Plus, who doesn't love free, actionable insights? If you're curious, it's worth signing up. I think it might just help sharpen your perspective on current market dynamics. The core paid feature is Insider Weekly, a no-frills newsletter delivering 5 stock ideas per issue. Alongside that, you get a full database of their past stock picks, investment education materials, and guidance on global markets. The real-time alerts are crucial, making sure you catch timely investment opportunities. Plus, their investor forum connects you with other savvy investors to exchange ideas and strategies in a collaborative space. What I love here is that everything feels practical, no fluff, no filler, just actionable advice. And the best part? There's no annoying marketing. They're upfront and transparent, focusing purely on investments. I've got to say, I'm a fan of their no-nonsense approach. They cut through the hype and focus on actionable strategies. And they've got some solid educational resources too, with videos that walk you through their investment philosophy. Whether you're experienced or just starting out, they make it easy to follow along. Now, Capitalist Exploits isn't for everyone. Some of their content dives into political topics, and I know that can be a turnoff for some folks. But if you can get past that, the insights are rock solid. Now let's talk about something that really sets Capitalist Exploits apart: their real-time alerts and thriving investor community. In my experience, timely alerts can make or break your portfolio, and these guys have nailed it. As a subscriber, you're not just getting a bunch of stock recommendations dumped on you. You're getting precise, actionable alerts the moment the team identifies a major opportunity or shift in the market. I love this because it means you're never left guessing when to move. The alerts are practical and come with clear reasoning, so you understand exactly why a stock is worth your attention or when it's time to pivot out of a position. The real magic lies in how these alerts give you the confidence to act fast. The market waits for no one, and it's refreshing to see a service that actually keeps pace. Whether it's a geopolitical event impacting a sector or a sudden shift in a company's fundamentals, you'll be in the loop. From what I've seen, Capitalist Exploits sends these alerts without the fluff or hype. You just get the facts you need when you need them. But the alerts are only part of the equation. Let's talk about the investor forum, which in my opinion is one of the best features of this service. It's like having a 24/7 think tank of sharp investors at your fingertips. This community is where you can swap ideas, share insights, and debate strategies with like-minded people. What's really cool is that many members are experienced traders, so the conversations go beyond surface-level chatter. You get real, thought-provoking discussions. If you're the kind of person who likes to bounce ideas off others before pulling the trigger, this forum is a game changer. Another thing I appreciate? It's not just about trading tips. You'll also find threads where members break down global events and analyze their impact on the markets. It's like having access to the collective brainpower of professionals without paying for a high-priced analyst or hedge fund. Another thing I really appreciate about Capitalist Exploits is their themes. They make it easy for you to skip regions and investment types you don't invest in, or explore new investment avenues you might have not thought of in the past. They break it down with their buy recommendations, as well as the reasons why and discussions around these investment ideas. It really helps you understand the why behind the picks, so you can decide for yourself if it is something you should consider in your portfolio. Lots of companies make big promises, but not all of them back it up. Capitalist Exploits' portfolio has beat the S&P 500 since inception, which is saying a lot, because the S&P has delivered amazing returns over the past few years. So how much do you need to pay for this market-beating service? The pricing is simple. You can try their Insider Weekly newsletter for just $1 for the first 30 days. The link for this $1 trial can be found in the description. That's more than enough time to see if their investment approach clicks with you. After the trial, it's $35 per month. Honestly, it's a solid deal considering the depth of insights you get. Now, the newsletter is pretty affordable, but to get access to all of their features, including full access to their market-beating portfolios, you will need to pay $2,499 for an annual subscription. While this might sound steep for some people, it can still offer quite a value. I think it really comes down to how large your investment portfolio is. The market-beating gains you can uncover could be well worth the $2,499 if your portfolio is large enough. If you are just starting your investment journey and have yet to build a significant portfolio, you may not be able to justify this price point quite yet. Okay, to wrap things up, if you're tired of flashy, over-promising stock pickers and want something grounded in experience, Capitalist Exploits is worth a shot. It's ideal for investors who are comfortable thinking long-term, enjoy contrarian perspectives, and want access to strategies typically used by hedge fund pros. With a $1 trial and no marketing fluff, it's low risk to jump in and see if it's the right fit for you. It isn't for everyone. I should note that their commentary often contains their brand of humor and might include some language that might offend those who are easily offended. So I suggest taking the newsletter for a test drive to make sure it is for you.